Hey all, welcome back to Shah Tech. In the previous 9 videos, we successfully built a complete backend covering schools, users, RBAC, profiles, classes, attendance and fees. Everything is ready in our server side. Today we are officially starting the front end, the React dashboard that will consume all these APIs. But before we jump into the terminal, I want to show you something important. Take a look at this. This is a school management dashboard designed from the Figma community. This is the exact same template I showed you when we kicked off this series, and we will be using this design as our blueprint. Now the question is, should we use this Figma Make template directly with all its pre-packaged boilerplate? Since it's generated by Figma Make, it comes with a lot of components out of the box like the sidebar, top bar, analytics card and so on. But there is a hard catch here. Let's look at its package.json file. MUI plus Radix UI plus Shah all bundles together. React DND for drag and drop. Embla casual for casuals. Motion formers for animations. Next themes specifically meant for the Next.js. While we are building the standard React SPA, almost every package is duplicated 40 plus dependency in the total. This doesn't look like a clean school dashboard setup anymore. It feels more like a bloated e-commerce platform configuration. If we use this repository as it is, our project will become a massive, slow-moving elephant. It will take ages to load, it will be the nightmare to maintain, and you guys will get completely confused. So what is our strategy? We will take only two specific things from this Figma Make project. First, the design reference, the colors, the layout and the overall. Second, the CSS theme configuration, the variables, typography and sidebar colors. Everything else, the components, routing and API integration, we will build completely from scratch, clean, minimal and exactly what we need. Let's jump into the terminal. Type npm create Vite latest. Client template React. It will ask a few questions. OK to proceed, hit enter. Select React and JavaScript, TypeScript, hit enter. The dependencies are installing and as you can see in the VS Code, our client folder has been generated. Now that the installation is complete, let's run the project and open it in a browser. Our page has loaded successfully. Vite has introduced some design changes in its current version, which is why we see this new layout. Now that our boilerplate project is ready, let's install only the packages that we actually need. npm install React Router DOM, AXIOS, recharts, Vite React. Once those are installed, let's clear the terminal and install our dev dependencies for styling. npm install -d Tailwind CSS at Tailwind CSS/Vite. That's it. Just 5 essential packages. Now let's update our Vite configuration file to integrate Tailwind CSS. Below the Vite.js plugin, import Tailwind CSS from @Tailwind CSS/Vite and also register it in plugins. Inside the source folder, create a new directory named style and create 2 files inside it. Now let's do something that will save our hours of development time. We are going to copy the CSS theme variable from the Figma Make template. I have already downloaded the reference folder on my machine, so I will just copy the raw theme from those styles and copy these files content in our files. I will give this Figma project link inside description, so you can copy these files from main Figma project. Next, we will clean up our main index file and fix the imported parts so that our custom theme variable map correctly across the application. Now let's set up a solid architectural foundation for our client application. This follows the same modular thinking we used in the backend, keeping every file in its designed place. Inside source, let's first create a components folder. Inside components, create 2 subfolders, UI and layout. Now back in source, let's create a pages folder. We will also create a context folder and the hooks folder. Now open your app.jxx file and stripe out all the default boilerplate code. The very first thing we need to configure here is our routing engine. Import browser router, route, navigate from React.DOM. Inside our pages folder, let's create two placeholder components, login page and dashboard page. Right now we don't add any complex logic, we just want to render some basic text to verify that our routing works. We will build out the actual features in the next video. Import login page, import dashboard page. Inside app function, browser router, route, path / element, navigate to login, default route automatically redirected to login. Route, path login, element login page, route, path dashboard, element dashboard page. Let's just make sure that routing layer works properly first. Let's start our development server and switch over the browser. We see a compilation error here. It looks like the index.css file contained an extra package reference that we didn't install. Let's quickly remove that line. Let's check the browser again and there we go. Our login page is rendering perfectly. Let me zoom in a bit so you can see it clearly. Now let's hit the dashboard route manually. And yes, the dashboard placeholder page loads up without any issue. We will wrap our today's video here. In the next episode, we're going to connect this front end to our backend API endpoints and handle full authentication. Until then, take care and goodbye.